What's going on, guys? This is Dan Wynn.
And Mike Glaspie.
And welcome to the Military Cashflow.
Today, we are going to cover what is on everybody's mind. How can we make more money in the military? Active duty, reserves, guard. There's a large time commitment when it comes to serving our country. But there's more than that, than just going out and putting on a uniform and getting or hoorah, I guess, depending on
Dude, I hate when people do that, man. I hate when people do that. They do that.
I gotta say it. The small segue here, man. Funniest joke I heard ever was a Marine was like, what does the Army guy say when they go to battle? He said, who us? Who us? I was like, that's good, man. That was one of the funniest. But we're not going to talk down on the Army here, guys. But yes, we're going to talk about ways to make more money. That's what we're going to cover today.
Definitely. All right, cool. That's what it's all about, ways to make more money. All right, so we got several different ways to add additional income to your military pay. I preach this all the time. I'm sure Mike preaches this all the time, especially to my soldiers out there. Hey, if you're listening, what's going on? But pretty much preach this to my soldiers all the time. Like, hey, building your brand, right? Finding a way to create additional income, especially if it's passive. That's the name of the game, dude. Like making money while you sleep. So, love talking to soldiers about this, and we thought it'd be a great idea, a great episode. I know it's not purely real estate, but hey, it's cash flow, and this is what the channel is called, Military Cashflow, right? So,
absolutely. And it's super important to understand, guys, that we understand. We are in your shoes. Dan is currently active. I served 11 years active. Like, guys, we know that you work hard, and when you get home, you don't have a lot of time to dedicate towards another side hustle, another income stream. So we really have to treat, how do we maximize this, right? And so obviously we can talk about budgeting, we can talk about all of that, but let's talk about what you need in order to actually monetize this. You need to find a skill that somebody will pay for, right? And then you need to find a way to systematize it. That's it. That's really it. So some of the key things that immediately come home, what happens when you got a little extra spare time, you got a car, right? Instead of going out and drinking at the bar, at the club, why don't you be the Uber, right? Why don't you be the Lyft driver? Why don't you deliver Uber Eats? I mean, hell, right about now, this is a better time than any to do it.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, man. Yeah, big time. Maybe like at least the Uber Eats for sure, man. Like people are, that's all people can do is order. Like, I don't really cook. Anybody that knows me, right now my wife is in Georgia. I live in New York right now, and I do not cook. I order out pretty much daggone near every day. So like delivery people know my name, and that's what it is. So these guys are making money off of me, and you could be one of those guys making money off of me. So yeah. So that's just one example, right? So delivery services. Maybe it's not necessarily passive, but it definitely can provide you an extra stream of income when you're, instead of not doing anything, getting off at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and then just sitting around chilling. You can easily go out and make some additional cash flow to make some additional money to bring to save or do whatever else you want to. Another example is for sale by Amazon, right? And FBA for short. And what it is you're essentially buying a product, right, or making a product. And what most people do is they buy their product from this site called Alibaba. So you can look it up, A-L-I-B-A, however you spell Alibaba. There you go. Looking up at Alibaba, and this places overseas that will mass produce products for you at an extremely inexpensive rate, right? When you order them in bulk, you pay a lot less for them. Well, what people do, and I've started an FBA company. Shout out to my buddy Malcolm Miles and Lionel Lambert. We started our FBA company a while ago. It kind of fizzled out, but it was still a great learning experience. But we were selling flashlights, headlamps, right? And there's a whole big, research portion you can do to figure out the profitability, how much profit you're making per unit, what's the best way to sell, and things like that. Just pick up a book. We had a bunch of books that we read on it, but essentially, we ordered these flashlights from I think we ordered them from China at the time. This was like 2 or 3 years ago. Ordered a bunch of them from China. We put them on Amazon, who they hold all of the inventory for you, right? You don't have to keep several thousand flashlights at your house. They hold the inventory for you in their warehouses. Obviously, Amazon has the best distribution center, period, distribution network, period. So they hold them for you, hold the inventory for you, and then they ship them out as customers order them, right? They ship them out. Obviously, they take a little piece of the cut, but you generate profit that way, and you're making money while you sleep, right? Now, obviously, with everything, nothing is just super, super easy, but if you do it right, you consistently put forth the effort, and you make sure, you know, you're learning from others who've maybe done it before, you can easily build a business off, especially if you stay in the game for long enough. So that's another example. Delivery service, FBA, what's another one?
And so just to kind of segue on FBA, guys, there's other models. You can call it drop shipping, you can call it whatever it is, but essentially where there is a third-party company that holds your inventory, that makes your product, that delivers the product, then yeah, they take their cut, but all you do is receive a check, right? And now, everybody out there right now who knows what we're talking about, you probably have enough skill in that area to probably teach somebody else to do it, which is the third thing, right? If you have a skill that you can monetize, you can freelance, sell your own services. Don't sell your body. That's not what I'm saying. I said sell services. All right, guys? So if you are good at whatever it may be, say that you took a couple extra English classes, and you're good at maybe editing or proofreading documents, right? So maybe you can go on Fiverr, Upwork, some of these other different freelancing websites where people can seek you out based on your experience for your services. So there's plenty of people who may do book editing, right? There may be people who do graphic designing, website designing, whatever it is that's your niche. On kind of the same concept, but on a different platform, audiobooks, right? If you think you have a smooth and silky voice like me and Dan,
yeah,
you can get paid.
Yeah.
You can actually audition, right? And for audiobook recordings. Doesn't mean you're necessarily going to get it, but it is something that you can do. And what would be better than to tell all your friends, hey, go check out this book that I spoke and I voice recorded. Now they go out and buy it and you get paid, right? So essentially the last part is this topic here is the freelancing. And as Dan said, nothing is easy. Nothing starts off simple. You do have to build up a reputation, but anything worth having never came free anyway, right? You know, you have to put in this type of work to see the fruits of your labor in the long run. So there we go. We got delivery services, right? We got fulfilled by Amazon, drop shipping. We got freelancing. What else we got, Dan?
Yeah, so another one we have is social media management, right? Mm-hmm. Anything involving managing other people's social media platforms. That can be businesses, managing other people's businesses, social media platform, because as you know, most business owners are a little older. They might not be hip to the social media game. And pretty much if you're listening to this, I can almost guarantee you you're good with social media. You understand the ins and outs of it. And we have a guy, his name is Wazim. Shout out to Wazim. He edits our videos. He puts all of our stuff on social media. He's just absolutely phenomenal. This dude is like straight up phenomenal, man. Like if you want his contact, let us know. We'll gladly send it out because he's freaking that good. But what he's starting to do now is he's starting to scale up and build his platform. So what you do is you have a number of businesses or a number of individuals who you will create content for them and then post it on their various social media platforms, right? And they pay you per month, right? So you get paid by the month. And let's just say you got a client paying you $300, $400 a month, one client, right? There are systems out there for you to leverage, for you to kind of leverage it and make it very easy for you to post people's social media content, right? This thing's called like Hootsuite and like Planoly and things like that, where it logs into all of your social media platforms, LinkedIn. Basically, you make one post and it'll post out to everything, right? So what he's starting to do now is he's starting to finally hire some people on to help him do that. You got a few clients, one person's paying you $400, another person paying you $300, another person paying you $500. I mean, you can see how you can easily grow this. This is an easily scalable business that you can create yourself. And I know if you're a military member, you guys are all about the gram, man. So you guys are pretty
TikTokers out there and everything else. Y'all can TikTok and find a way to manage somebody else's TikTok and make some money.
Yes, there's people that don't have the time, obviously, like myself and Mike, who, we gladly use the services of someone who's good at managing social media. So we allow someone to post some of our content and obviously we make the videos, but edit videos and post them to different places and put some things on them like put a little bit of pizzazz on it, so we gladly pay for that service because it allows us to keep our time, do other things with our time, basically. So that is an easy one that you guys can do.
It's super important to simply understand that in the military, guys, you don't have a lot of time. And if you treat your time right, you can make more money to leverage this time, right? Because we want everybody to get their time back. And how you're going to get it is going to be through hard work and smart work. So if you get your finances in order, you guys find these extra side hustles to make a little money. Yeah, they might be a little active. Yeah, Ubering may not be the sexiest thing out there, but it's something to give you a little bit of extra cash that you can then put into another investment to start funding the lifestyle that you deserve. So we're always talking about how can we make more money in the military, right? And now you got a few different options, but understand about monetization of a skill set, right? And systematizing it so you can continue to make that money while you're still sleeping.
Yes, that is the key. Those are the two critical portions. Anything that you are passionate about, literally anything that you have a skill set in, I guarantee you can find a way to monetize it, right? And once you find out a way to monetize it, once you find the type of person that will pay for said service, all you have to do is figure out how to systemize it, to create and build the system to eventually kind of take yourself out of it to where you're not putting as much time and energy into your business. Basically, you're working on your business, not in your business, right? So that's the name of the game, man. That's the key phrase. So yeah, I think that's it, I believe.
Yeah, pretty quick video just to kind of drive home the point of, how can you make more money in the military? That is what we're trying to focus on.
All right, so we gave you some options. Go out there and execute, and at the end of the day, make sure you take this cash flow, take this extra cash flow from whatever means, and you take it and you buy more assets. You buy some passive income or some passive income. That's what you want, right? So with that, hey, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're watching this on video, make sure you leave a comment down below. We really appreciate that. We love responding back to you. If you're listening to us on podcast, make sure you leave a 5-star review. We appreciate that as well. And then lastly, make sure you join our Facebook group. We have a Military Cashflow Facebook group that's full of service members, over 300 service members that are on there helping each other build wealth and grow cash flow. So that's what it's all about. We're helping each other out, building a community. We love the community. There's a lot of stuff going on in the community, people sharing so much information, networking and things like that. So that's the name of the game, man. And with that, this is Dan Wynn.
Mike Glaspie.
Signing off.